Welcome back to the Portland Seadogs 2026 game breakdown series. This is game number 14 of 138. There we go. I was forgetting how many games that I was doing here in this series. 138 here, and a 5-3 victory for the Seadogs. What a great way to end the series. They take 4 out of 6. Really, honestly, it should have been 5 out of 6. It really actually should have been 6 out of 6. But again, as I mentioned, it's very hard to sweep a team in a 6-game series in the MILB. It's very hard. It happens, yes, but it doesn't happen consistently. And the Seadogs, they did well in this series regardless. 4 games won. I think that maybe at least I think they should have won 5. There was a game there that I talked about where they lost 2-0, where I thought they should have won that game. If the offense was just a little bit better, if they were hitting a little bit more and the offense was a little bit better, I think they would have won that game. They would have escaped Altoona with 5 out of 6 wins. Altoona was going to take a game. I think. That's what I was thinking here. They were going to take at least 1. They got lucky. They took 2 here. They're still 2-13. They still have a lot of work to do. Altoona does to kind of get back into this season. Really bad start to the first 15 games for them. But for Portland, the first 14, not bad. 8-6, second in their division. 5-3 win here. They have a day off tomorrow, and we'll talk about who they face here at the end of the video. But let's go over the stats. Ferguson, 5 at-bats with 2 hits and an RBI. That's for Portland. Alcantara, he had a run and a hit. Baez had a run. Blaze had a run, 2 hits, and RBI. Rosario had a run, 2 hits, and RBI. Taylor, he had a walk. Turner had an RBI as well. McDonough, he had a run and a hit and a walk. 3 walks for Liendo. Liendo got on base quite a bit, but he was still kind of quiet when it comes to hitting. No hits, but he did get on base 3 times, so good for him there. Taylor, as I mentioned, I think I mentioned this before, Taylor has one of the worst batting averages for the Red Sox organization. I don't know how they're going to try to get that batting average up. There's a couple of guys who have batting averages like that I've mentioned throughout the Red Sox organization breakdowns that I've been doing here this year. They got to get these batting averages up. These teams here. These players got to get the batting averages up. Because there is no one else on this team that's anywhere near close to that. So Taylor is kind of in an island there when it comes to the batting averages. At 0.98, that's not a good batting average to have there. As we're not really, we're getting towards the late part of the season. We're not in the middle yet, but we're in the late part now. We're 20, almost 15 games in now. 15, we're going to be up 20 games in at the end of the week. So this series is going to, scream by. It'll be May before you know it. We'll be deep into the season at that point. Batting averages, you got to get that batting average up. 0.98, not good to have this early on here. No home runs for Portland. So we move on to Altoona. Mitch Jebb, 2 hits. Castillo, he had a hit. Then we go down here a little bit. Delgado had a walk. And then Dimitru had a hit. Alfonso had a run and a hit. Taylor did good. He had a run, a hit, 2 walks. Ross did amazing in this game as well. 1 hit, 1 run, 3 RBIs for him. A home run from Ross in the 7th inning, his 3rd of the year. So there you go. Pitching. Mullins for Worcester got the start. 1.1 innings pitched. 1.1, sorry. 1-1 record. Not 1.1 innings pitched. Sorry. 1-1 record. Make that correction there. 1-1 record. 6 innings pitched. 3 hits. 1 walk. 8 strikeouts. Amazing start for Mullins there. He gets the win. Halligan, 1 inning pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, a strikeout, and a home run given up. So shaky there. Adams came in and immediately settled things down. 2 walks, 2 innings pitched. So what a great finish there for Portland to keep them from losing this game, because Halligan was kind of melting down there a little bit. Altoona, Curtis, the starting pitcher for Altoona, is now 0-3 on the year. 3 innings pitched, 1 run, 2 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. Not awful, but, still not a great performance. Yuli, after that, 0.2 innings, 0.2 innings pitched, there we go. 2 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 walks for him, so not good. Leo Shorn, he had 2.1 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, so not that bad. Nielsen, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk. Woods finished strong for Altoona, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Weather, 46 degrees and overcast, increasingly getting colder here. The weather has been very weird. We're in now late April. There are places that are going to see snow this week, which is interesting. It's now late April. I'm not loving it. It's cold here still. We're looking at like low 30s for lows for a lot of the next couple of days. The weather is interesting, I'll say that. I'm not enjoying it. I'm sure a lot of people are not enjoying the weird weather. Ski resorts probably are, because a lot of ski resorts are probably still open. When, normally a lot of them would be closed at this point. It's now late April. So, there you go. Enough about the weather. 46 and overcast, but, enough about the weather. This was Altoona, Pennsylvania game, of course. Wind, 3 miles per hour. No wind, really. First pitch, 1:38 p.m. There was a 38-minute delay because of rain in the area. 2 hours and 38 minutes for the game itself. Attendance of 3,238 people at People's Natural Gas Field, which I believe is a low for the week. The lowest of the week, I think. Out of all the attendance that I've been talking about here. I believe that's the lowest number I've talked about. So, the Seadogs here are done with this series. They take a day off tomorrow. They will be back in Portland, Maine at Hatlock Fields, and they will be taking on the Hartford Yard Goats, the Colorado Rockies AA affiliate. Make sense. That doesn't make much sense to me, but whatever. I think that's like the longest distance, one of the longest distances between the major league team and your minor league affiliate. Hartford is hundreds of miles away from Colorado, but that's a kind of a weird minor league affiliate to have. The Hartford Yard Goats is the Colorado Rockies AA affiliate. Very weird. Anyway, this should be a good series. Hopefully Portland can do good in this series as well. Hartford is struggling. They're 5-9 on the year. They just had a series last week. Hartford did, and that was against... Let me get that for everybody here. That was against Richmond last week. So there you go. Richmond's really good. The Richmond Flying Squirrels are really, really good. They're 12-2 on the year. But Hartford and Portland next week, so that should be a great series. Starts on Tuesday, 6 p.m. start. So I'll be back on Tuesday to talk about another Portland Sea Dogs breakdown. Bye-bye, everybody.